Hey there, G&G fans. Welcome back to another episode of Strike 'em Out, our Road to the Show player in MLB 15 The Show. We are going to go ahead and jump right into some game action here in the top of the ninth inning with a 2-1 lead, and our closing pitcher Strike 'em Out as he comes in to try to shut the door on the opposition here. He will walk the first batter here. He is now in AAA finally. Had a couple games here already and doing okay, doing not as dominant as he was in AA, but coming along nicely. His second batter will bunt, and he will run on over, pick that one up, and throw it on to first and get the out. The runners will move up to second and third. He gets the out there, but batter's happy with what he did. That was the idea, trying to move those runners over. One out here, next batter. That one gets hit over to shortstop. Shortstop will throw that one on the hop and get the runner at first base for the second out. But the runner at third will score, and that will tie the game up, and that will be a blown save here for our young closer. He will face into the next batter with two outs. That one will be grounded to first, and the first baseman will step on first to end the inning, and Strike him out gets out of this one without giving up the go-ahead run, and the score is tied 2-2 going into the mid of the ninth. Dodgers here win this one over the Sky Sox. Strike him out doesn't take the loss there, but he does get the blown save for giving up the tying run there. You'll see his stats up across the top and the 33 points that he got for the effort there. Not much of an effort as it was a blown save, and that takes a lot of out of your sails when that happens. You'll see us sim ahead a little bit here. Actually, it wasn't a sim ahead. It was a play nice, but he doesn't get much playing opportunity in there because of the All-Star break. First batter will get a base hit out to left field down the line. Will hit against the wall. He will make his way around to second and slide in there safely. So he gives up a base hit to the first batter he faces here in this game, folks. And you'll see the replay there as the batter just cuts around on that one nicely. 3-2 count here to this batter, and he gets the slider in there for a strikeout. Takes care of business himself on this one. Keeping that runner at second base for now. You'll see the replay on that. And that batter cannot catch up to the slider as he just swings right through it way early on that one. Next batter here with a 1-0 count. The one out and the one on at second. This one will be flied out to right field, right along the foul line there. And the runner will stay at second as it is too shallow for him to make his way over to third. Strike him out does go over to back up third base there. On that next batter, 1-0 count, 2 outs. This one will be flied out to right field as well, right there along the foul line, and that will end the inning there and the game. And Strike him out gets his save finally on that one. And you can see the guys in the dugout are happy, and we'll see the guys coming off the field all happy as well. And Strike him out here gets player of the game. He's our top player of the game. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Don't know how he got the player of the game in this one, but hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, and we'll take it. So there you have it. We'll see that there. Nice little shot for the card. Number 44, our closing pitcher. We will see his stat line pop up in a moment. And I apologize for the scratchy voice, folks. I've been battling the old allergies here as we finally get into some sort of real spring weather up here in the Northeast. And there is Strike him out with his 60 points for to add to his training as he gets his 5th save of the season. We'll see the breakdown there, and a couple of flyouts and a strikeout there as he gets his numbers in the right range there with the 5 saves, 5.1 innings pitched, giving up a hit and a walk with 6 strikeouts and a 1.69 ERA. Next game here in the bottom of the ninth, 1-2 count against the batter here. We got a 1-run lead. That ball will be roped out to left field and dropped right in front of the left fielder, and he will misplay that one on the bounce, and the runner will make his way into second base on the slide as the second baseman is pulled off by the throw as he was trying to get that ball in quickly. Next batter, this one will be flied out to left field. Left fielder will make that catch not so deep, and the runner will have to stay at second, so he gets it out on the next batter. Here he comes in with his next batter at 0-2 count. 1 on at second, 1 out. This one is roped over the first baseman's glove into right field. The runner will move up to third, and the hitter will be safe at first. Another base hit. runners at the corners. Here is another hit that's knocked down by the first baseman, and he will be able to throw over to second to get one out, but the runner will be safe at first as they can't. There's no play there in that one, but he does get the next out, which is good, as he still has that runner over at third base and the runner on first. We're going to jump into the next batter here with the 2 outs. The runners on the corners, 1-2 count. And he gets the fastball, pumps it by him for strike 3, and that'll end the game as he works himself out of trouble on this one and does pick up the save with the 1-run lead there. That one was a little bit of a nail biter as we had a couple hits and the runner was able to move on over. But he does get the save again, picks himself some good points for that one. We're going to jump ahead here. We're going to do a little simming. Doesn't look like the Colorado Springs Sky Sox were playing very well at this point of the season. They had a winning record, but they started to drop some games there, and Strikum out didn't give any opportunities. We do have the pitching command, which is helpful. You can see with our last 3 chances, he already has the gold with 1,500 points. We're going to let him finish this out. This has been super helpful. Like I said, not very many opportunities to save. There have been a bunch of losses. We have a losing record coming out of the All-Star break, and even a losing record since Strikum Out came up. The Sky Sox do have a winning record, and they were playing well in the first half of the season. But since we got here, not playing very well, so not very many opportunities to come in for saves. So these training sessions are super helpful, where we get the 250 points for getting the gold. We're able to dump that into our attributes and get our overall up a little bit more, which will help us when we need to be promoted to the next level. We want to make it to the majors, and we want to make it there soon. We don't have a very good closer in front of us in the majors, so you should be able to get there, if not this season, by next season, as this season is starting to draw towards an end as we are in the second half already. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's been tough because we're just not getting the pitching opportunities to come in. They're behind in a lot of games. There's a lot of losses you'll see as we sim through here. There's just a bunch of games before they actually bring him in again. And here's a bottom of the 11th situation with a 1-run lead and 1 out already and nobody on. And he's going to give up a base hit into the right field corner there to lead off with his first hitter. And that runner will be into second base standing on that one with a double. And that's just tough luck there. And here's the next batter, and he will drive this one into right field as well, and that one will hit into the corner too. The right fielder will play that one, but the runner will come around to score from second, and that will be another blown save for our closer. Strike him out as he's struggling here lately, but he does get the next batter swinging over the slider for the strikeout. So that I'll put out number 2 up there for him. And we'll get the replay on that as he is just swinging right through that slider and not able to catch up to it at all. Striking Out is pumped up. He is super angry with himself right now for giving up that run. Just some bad luck there. We have a deep fly out to right field, and that will end the inning there. But the damage has been done, and the Sky Sox do hold on to win this game 3-2. But Strikum Out does get the blown save and only 2/3 of an inning of work. Gets no points for that one. As you can see, a lot of negatives there, the blown save. And only the 1 strikeout as a positive, really. And we're going to sim ahead again, and we're going to get a couple other games before, but another 2 or 3 games in between before he gets an opportunity to come in. Here we are in the bottom of the 9th with a 6-5 lead. And the first batter will ground out to shortstop as it's thrown out to first. And yep, that's an out. And I'll be out number 1 there for him. So a little bit of tough luck going on here in these last couple of games through this episode, but he's going to try to bounce back here as he gets the second batter with a 1-1 count, and now he'll be skied out to right field. Right field will be deep, but makes the catch for out number 2. We're going to get our next batter with an 0-2 count, and he will swing through the slider for the strikeout, and that'll end the game here for him. Picks up 21 points there, 71 total. Gets another save, finally getting back on track a little bit as he has been, like I said, struggling a little bit. And he's not getting very many opportunities, and maybe he's just a little on the rusty side. So these pitching sessions are great. These training sessions are great. Pitch command again. We already have the gold. We'll show you our very last pitch here as we get 300 points for training. We're going to dump that into our attributes. It's going to be super helpful because you're just not getting the opportunities as this team is not carrying its weight. We are into August now. That's going to do for this episode, folks. I want to thank you for stopping by. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. And we will see you in the next episode as our closing pitcher inches his way towards the major leagues.